last few years, especially in times of prayer and waiting before the Lord, I've been feeling strongly something from the Lord being impressed upon my heart. And I by no means believe that this is something exclusive to myself. I've been hearing the Spirit saying this to His church, different denominations, different areas of the world, across the United States of America. And this is what it is. I believe for too long the church, Christ's body on the earth, has chosen to park within one corner of the kingdom. And it's different sides of the same coin, so to speak. And really what I want to talk about today is the mystical and the missional. You know, I believe that God is going to restore in these last days to His church what He has desired from the very beginning of time. And that is for a fusion, so to speak, a fusion between the mystical and the missional. When I say the mystical, I mean that deep desire for the experience of God, that union, that being brought up into Him and experiencing Him and loving Him, where that is the end all, where there's no desire to produce just for production's sake, where loving Him and knowing Him and being filled by the Spirit is the chief end, the chief goal. And when I speak of the missional, I mean that tension, that understanding of although the kingdom has come, the kingdom is coming. That understanding of the fact that heaven is real and all of heaven awaits the bride and beckons the lost to come. That understanding of the fact that hell is real and to this day hell is packed. That is the church's responsibility to share the loving good news of the cross of Jesus Christ. To heal the sick, to raise the dead, to cast out lepers, to reveal forth the face of Christ, to usher in, as the kingdom has been ushered in, to usher it in to its consummation and point to Christ's return. I don't believe that it's illegal for us to choose one or the other. And especially in these last days, I believe this is the word of the Lord for us. It's time for Christ's body to rise up and to receive of His Spirit, and for the mystical to marry the missional once again. When Jesus was asked what the greatest commandment in all the law was, He said this is the greatest commandment, to love the Lord your God with all of your heart, mind, soul, and strength. And the second one is just like it, to love your neighbor as yourself. And this is what I believe the Lord was revealing, not just of the Old Testament canon fulfilled in 2 commandments, but at the same time pouring out His Spirit in these last days upon us to realign us and bring us back to that place of simplicity, to respond to first love. And as a result of the response to first love, that love would so penetrate out of us, that overflow, as a result of the inflow of God, that overflow would begin to spill out to the world, to touch our communities, to touch the lost, the broken, the diseased, the oppressed, the afflicted, and to see Christ's glory restored into the earth and to point to His return. I believe it's time for the mystical to once again marry the missional, where the experience of God is of utmost importance. And loving Him comes number one, and we keep the main thing, and as a result of that, it bleeds out to the world the victory of Jesus Christ.